Today is a Sunday, January 26, 2025. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan's conversation with his lawyers and the media team in Adiala Jail on January 25, 2025. The government of orderlies subservient to the military establishment is continuously avoiding the establishment of a judicial commission because they know that the events of May 9, 2023, were orchestrated by the establishment itself. They committed arson and tampered with the CCTV footage. They got me abducted from the court only because they anticipated a public reaction and sought to manipulate public emotions to achieve their nefarious objectives. A peaceful protest was turned into a false flag operation by planting their agents. Thousands of our leaders and workers were abducted and tortured under the guise of May 9. The tactic was devised where our people were abducted and then forced into giving statements against PTI and leaving the party. 16 of our workers were martyred, and 4 were left disabled. Despite these injustices inflicted upon us, fake cases were filed against us. The entire drama of May 9 was staged to crush PTI and instill fear so people would abandon the party. However, the narrative of May 9 collapsed on February 8, 2024, when despite all restrictions, PTI clean swept the elections. The elections were postponed with the aim of using false propaganda to discredit PTI amongst the masses, but they failed. Similarly, November 26, 2024, was used to instill fear and stop peaceful protesters from raising their voices. Our call on November 26 was for the restoration of democratic values in the country, but the government and establishment stained their hands with blood by opening fire on innocent, unarmed protesters. November 26 was yet another attempt to crush PTI. The puppet government has dealt a severe blow to democracy, stripping the public of their fundamental rights. The PACA Amendment Act is another link in this chain. First, the independent media was silenced, journalist, Arshad Sharif was killed, other journalists were abducted and tortured, and social media was restricted. Now, the Form 47, electoral fraud, government has passed a draconian law to stifle freedom of expression. Amendments to PACA laws were made to suppress political dissent, an act that deserves the strongest condemnation. Democracy cannot thrive without an independent judiciary, rule of law, and freedom of expression. This illegitimate assembly has done nothing but pass laws attacking democracy, such as the 26th Constitutional Amendment or the PACA Amendment Act. The 26th Amendment was aimed at extending the tenure of the Chief of Army Staff, and they feared that election fraud would be exposed if the judiciary remained independent. Judicial autonomy has been sacrificed for personal gains. Prepare to observe a nationwide Black Day on February 8. Public mandate was stolen on this day, just like it was in 1971. People from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and northern Punjab should gather in Swabi for protests, while others must hold demonstrations in their respective cities. Overseas Pakistanis should also raise their voices across the globe on this day. Once again, I urge overseas Pakistanis to continue their boycott of foreign currency remittances. Sending money to this government strengthens the very hands that are tightening the noose around your necks. We will engage with all political parties in Pakistan for the restoration of democracy. I direct my party to expedite communications with other parties for this purpose so the public can be freed from this dictatorship masquerading as democracy. Ali Amin Gandapur faces immense pressure in governance as Chief Minister. Therefore, we have decided that Junaid Akbar Khan, a loyal and long-serving worker of PTI, will be appointed as President of PTI Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and organizational matters will be entrusted to him. Thanks for watching and subscribing to the channel.